Hi, everybody. So we've got a pretty short video today for week 7, because the Python here is really a one-liner, I guess 2 lines. The idea is that last week in week 6, we got the quantitative variables kind of describing what's going on with the distribution with some numbers. So we have how big the subset is, how many people were actually answering this age diagnosis question. What age were you when you were diagnosed with asthma? What the average of all those numbers is, what the standard deviation is. And we talked about the standard deviation a little bit last week. We're going to go in more depth this week. And then you've got this 5-number summary. The min, which you see here on the box plot, the 25th percentile, which you see also here on the box plot, here at the edge of this box, and what the 25th percentile, the 25th percentile. You also call it the first quartile because a quarter of the data is less than or equal to 5. But when you're looking at it as a percent, you're sort of talking at it as a percentile. So 25% of the data less than or equal to 5. 50% of the data less than or equal to this median, which you're showing here is 11. 75% of the data less than or equal to this third quartile. And then 100% of the data is less than or equal to the max over here at 32. So kind of a very bird's eye view of what's going on with this data set, giving you a sense of where the data is and where things are kind of spread out. And you can kind of see that it's more spread out on the right than it is on the left. So what percentiles do is give you a little bit more fine tuning on this. So we have the 0th percentile, the 25th percentile, the 50th percentile, but you're actually able to tell Python to give you whatever percentile you want. Like, what value of the age diagnosed is the 42nd percentile? That is, what age has 42% of the folks diagnosed less than or equal to that value. I can do that. I can have that adjustment if I just tell it inside this describe method. If I tell it that the percentiles I'm looking for are just, and let me cheat. I forget if it's got it in quotes or not. I don't think so. Nope. So what did I say? 42%? There. So if I tell it that, hey, I'm just looking for the 42nd percentile, then it'll only tell you the 42nd percentile. Now it's giving us the min and the max and the median no matter what, but you'll notice it didn't bother to tell us the 25th percentile and the 75th percentile. You're kind of telling it what percentiles you want to look at. So, all right, so 42% of the age diagnosed are less than or equal to 9 years old. Well, what about the 85th percentile? I don't know why I'm coming up with 85, but what about the 85th percentile? Let's add that to this. Oh, okay, now we got the 42nd percentile and the 85th percentile. 85% of the numbers out of these 783 numbers that are all keeping track of the age these people were diagnosed with asthma, 85% of them were age 23 or less. And so this gives us some, once I go percentiles equals and then give a list of these different percentages, it gives us some control over which percentiles to look at. If I don't tell it, it just gives me the 5-number summary, which is automatically the min, 25th percentile, 50th percentile, 75th percentile, and max. And that makes sense. It's the most common percentiles to look at. And it's what shows up on the box plot. So that's all good. But we're just going to give it a series of other percentiles to look at. So we're keeping the 25th percentile and the 50th percentile and the 75th percentile, but we're adding into that the first percentile, the 5th percentile, the 10th percentile, and then on the other side, the 90th percentile, the 95th percentile, and the 99th. So having this list all shown as are labeled as with this variable name percents lets me put inside here percentiles equals percents, and then it'll give me all of these percentiles. And I've done it for my sibling count and as well for my age diagnosed. And that's it. All right. I'll see you guys in class. Bye.